guys. We got another week's full of workouts for you, and we're kicking it off Monday with a workout that is a play on a classic benchmark workout. It is not very long for a Monday. Usually our Monday workouts, we kick it off with a real grinder, so you can imagine Tuesday and Wednesday might be maybe a little bit longer if our Monday workout's going to be like this, but we have done some pretty big volume weeks in the past 3 weeks in preparation for Murph, and during the Murph week we definitely didn't let up on you too much. So talking about this one today, we do have a few modifications to discuss and a new theme to go over. Last week we did The Last Dance because why not? It's been something that everyone was watching and it was awesome, so we did based on players and finished off with Coach Phil Jackson. But this week we're getting a little more playful, literally. We are doing classic board games for our theme. So starting with Mousetrap. If you guys don't know that one, it is the one where flips the man into the pan, the trap is set, here comes the net, and traps the mouse. If your mouse doesn't get trapped, you're good to go. And for this workout, we have an AMRAP 12, and the goal is to get through around 3 total rounds on this, maybe even 4. So it is something that you're not going to be able to get through 6 rounds unless you not only are amazing at air squats, but you'd have to kind of modify this down quite a bit. So beginning with 50 air squats, hip crease below the knee, extension at the top, so knees are locked, hips are opened up. I don't want to see any of the partial lockout, so make sure you're standing tall at the top of your air squat. Then we have something have strict pull-ups in the mix. No, not everyone has a pull-up bar or access to a jungle gym or something that allows you to do pull-ups. An odd object or dumbbells or something that you can do a row with. This would be a bent over strict row. So make sure those are pretty tough, and that would be times 2. So if you're doing 14 of those, want to try to make it tough like we would a strict pull-up. 7 strict pull-ups, at least for the majority of people, is challenging. For some of you bodyweight masters, it's not going to be a whole lot of an issue, but shouldn't have to break it up ideally into more than a few sets. So if you're doing singles the whole time, maybe you want to modify it down a little bit. It shouldn't take you, again, more than about a minute. If you're doing it over a minute, that's too difficult. If you're doing 7 unbroken every time, if you're doing strict pull-ups, great. If not, let's make it a little tougher. And finally, we have ground to shoulder, which if you're using a barbell, that would be a clean, going from the ground up to the shoulder. If you have a stone, good for you. You're my friend, and that's awesome. Or some type of a weighted bag or something that you can go from the ground all the way up to the shoulder, to the front rack, up to here. So an odd object, ground to shoulder would be a good way to do it. But heavy dumbbells would be fine as well. But again, we're going to cycle through this ideally 3 or 4 times. We do have numerous scaling modifications for all the movements and how to get this workout done. But no matter how you do it, if you do pretty easy on the pull-ups and the ground to shoulder, it means you're going to do more air squats. So you're still going to get a lot of work done in 12 minutes. Not a whole lot of ways to mess this up, but the stimulus we're looking for, again, about 3 or 4 rounds. So attack this one, and good luck. Let's start the week off right.